My grandma saved over $200,000 in her lifetime, without side hustles, apps, or even a credit card. Her secret? Simple, quiet habits that built wealth long before anyone called it stealth wealth. Let me tell you her story. I wasn't looking for money that day. I was just helping Grandma clean out her kitchen cabinets. She was moving into a smaller apartment, and we were packing things up, old dishes, faded recipe books, even a few jars of buttons. Then I opened the cookie tin. It was one of those round metal tins that usually holds sewing needles or stale biscuits. But inside, I found something surprising. A thick envelope stuffed with cash. Neatly stacked bills. Dozens of them. "Grandma," I called out, holding it up. "What is this?" She looked over, didn't even blink. "That's my house fund. I started it in '81. Cash only. Didn't trust banks much back then." I laughed, half shocked, half impressed. "You kept this all these years? In a cookie tin?" She nodded. "Saved a little each week. It adds up if you don't touch it." That was the moment I realized something. Grandma wasn't just old-fashioned. She had a system. A quiet, steady, no-nonsense way of handling money that didn't involve apps, credit cards, or online advice. And the craziest part? It worked. In that cookie tin was more than money. It was a lesson, one I never expected to find in the back of a kitchen cabinet. Number 1. What Grandma did that we don't. A quiet rebellion against consumerism. Grandma didn't have much, but she always had enough. She wasn't rich, didn't own fancy things, and never chased the latest trends. She wore the same winter coat for 20 years. She cooked every meal at home. She fixed things instead of buying new. To us, it might seem like she was just being cheap, but really, she was doing something powerful. She was saying no to consumerism long before it became popular to question it. Today, it's hard to escape spending. We're surrounded by ads, sales, influencers, and limited time offers. With one tap, we can buy things we don't need. Our phones are like shopping malls in our hands. But Grandma lived differently. She didn't buy to feel better. She didn't shop out of boredom. She didn't spend to impress anyone. She practiced something we rarely see today: contentment. Her choices were simple, but not small. These were more than just old habits. They were timeless frugal living tips in action. By ignoring what others were doing and focusing on what she actually needed, she stayed out of debt and built quiet wealth. She didn't talk about saving. She just did it, week by week, quietly with purpose. It was her version of stealth wealth, long before anyone called it that. In a world that tells us to always want more, Grandma chose enough. That's the heart of quiet wealth, choosing enough instead of chasing more. And that's the lesson we often miss. She wasn't stuck in the past. She was ahead of her time. While we try to find the next big financial hack, she already lived it. Spend less. Save steady. And don't let money control you. Number 2. 7 unspoken money codes Grandma lived by. 1. Budgeting was a lifestyle, not an app. Grandma never used a budgeting app. She had envelopes. Real ones. Each had a label: groceries, rent, emergencies. But here's the twist. She started the year with her biggest savings first. In January, she saved the most. Each month after, she saved a little less. "It's easier when you feel strong," she said. This idea is called front-loading. It works because motivation is highest at the start. Most of us burn out mid-year. Not Grandma. She planned for that. Her budgeting wasn't about numbers, it was about rhythm. Today's apps can track spending, but they don't build that kind of mindset. She didn't rely on tech. She relied on habits. 2. Your stuff should make money, not just cost it. Grandma had a rule. If something costs money, it should also help you earn or save money. She rented out her extra room before Airbnb existed. She made jam and sold jars to neighbors. She even rented out her wedding dress 3 times. To her, nothing should just sit there. Today, we're told to start side hustles online, but Grandma found ways to earn in real life, using what she already had. She didn't call it passive income, but that's what it was. She believed every object in her home should pay rent somehow, by being useful, reusable, or sellable. 3. Buy once, keep forever. She had the same cast iron pan for 40 years. Same old coat, same scissors. "If you buy it right, you don't buy it twice," she'd say. Grandma didn't chase sales. She chased quality. She saved up, paid a little more, and expected things to last a lifetime. Today, we're surrounded by cheap products that break fast. But Grandma followed what we now call heirloom spending, buying things built to last, even if it takes longer to afford them. It saved her money over time. Plus, it meant fewer decisions, less clutter, and more peace of mind. She didn't just buy, she invested in her everyday tools. 4. Self-reliance is the real passive income. Grandma didn't wait for things to get cheaper. She grew her own food, canned tomatoes, and even made her own soap. She called it just knowing how to take care of yourself. Today, we rely on convenience, grocery delivery, fast food, quick fixes. But when prices went up or supplies ran short, Grandma was ready. She didn't panic during inflation, she planted. Her skills gave her freedom. She didn't earn money from them directly, but she saved tons just by knowing how to do things herself. In today's world of rising costs and economic uncertainty, self-reliance might be the smartest investment of all. 5. Cash was queen because it hurt more to spend. Grandma didn't like credit cards. She paid in cash for almost everything. It stings more, she said. And she was right. Studies show people spend more when using cards because it doesn't feel real. But handing over actual bills? That hits different. Grandma's cash method made her more thoughtful. Every dollar mattered. She'd count out change like it was gold. Today, digital spending is fast and invisible. Subscriptions auto-renew. Online carts fill up without a second thought. But with cash, she stayed in control. It was simple, honest, and effective. Want to spend less? Try feeling your money again. 6. No one knew her salary, not even her kids. Grandma didn't talk about money. Not because she was ashamed, she believed privacy was power. She never told anyone what she earned, and rarely what she spent. Money is personal, she'd say. In today's world, we're told to be open, share salaries, show your income, post your wins. And sometimes that's good. But Grandma knew that keeping things private protected her from pressure, comparison, and judgment. She wasn't hiding, she was protecting her peace. She didn't need validation. She knew her plan, and she stuck to it. Quiet money is strong money. And sometimes, the richest person in the room is the quietest one. 7. Don't ask the price. Ask the purpose. Before Grandma bought anything, she asked one simple question. What does this do for me? Not, is it on sale? Not, do I like it? But, does this solve a real problem in my life? If the answer was no, she didn't buy it. Simple as that. She didn't shop for fun. She shopped for function. Today, we often buy to feel better, to look better, or just because we're bored. But Grandma saw money as a tool, not a treat. Her purchases had purpose. That mindset helped her avoid clutter, debt, and regret. It's not about buying less. It's about buying smarter. Grandma wasn't broke. She was just quietly rich. Grandma never looked rich. She lived in the same small house for 40 years, drove the same car, wore simple clothes. She clipped coupons and reused foil. To most people, she seemed average, maybe even a little poor. But after she passed, we found out the truth. She left behind over $220,000 in savings. No loans, no credit card debt, no mortgage. And she never made more than $28,000 a year. How did she do it? She didn't show off. She didn't spend to impress. She just saved, quietly, every week, every year. We live in a time where being rich is loud. Designer brands, big houses, flashy posts. But Grandma proved you can be wealthy without the world knowing. She didn't chase money. She let it grow in peace. The truth is, she wasn't broke. She was smart, careful, and quietly rich the whole time. Number 3. How to start living like Grandma today. You don't need to move to a farm or stop using your phone to live like Grandma. You just need to slow down, spend with purpose, and build strong habits. Pick one area to use cash. Try groceries or eating out. Set a weekly amount. When the cash is gone, you stop spending. It sounds simple, but it helps you think before you buy. Try a heirloom buy. Save up and purchase one high-quality item this month, something that could last 10 years. Maybe boots, a coat, or a kitchen tool. It's not about spending more, it's about spending once. Do a weekly money moment. Every Sunday, look at what you spent. Not to feel bad, but to ask, would Grandma be proud of this? Practice a low-buy month. Only buy things you truly need. No extras, no deals, no treats. Just like Grandma used to do when times were tight. Finally, learn one skill that saves money. Cooking, mending clothes, growing herbs. Small wins build big savings. Grandma's life wasn't about being cheap, it was about being free. And that kind of freedom is still possible today, one smart choice at a time. Grandma never cared about looking rich. She cared about being free from debt, stress, and the pressure to keep up with others. She didn't buy things to impress people. She made choices that gave her peace. Today, we chase money, trends, and likes, but forget what money is really for. Freedom. The freedom to say no. The freedom to rest. The freedom to live life on your own terms. Grandma didn't need $1 million to feel rich. She just needed control over her money, and that made her powerful. In the end, the real flex isn't stuff. It's freedom. Want to learn how real people are building quiet wealth and achieving financial success? Then watch this video next. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.